Let's take a look at some of the after-hours movers here. First up, we have Berkshire Hathaway releasing its 13F filing, trimming its stake in three companies that we want to bring your attention to: GM, U.S. Bancorp, and also Bank of New York Mellon. So GM, you can see, still barely holding on to gains, but U.S. Bancorp and Bank of New York Mellon moving to the downside here in extended trading. On the flip side, Berkshire Hathaway initiating its stake in two stocks that we want to highlight. We have Jefferies Financial, that's up just around 5% in after-hours trading. Taiwan Semiconductors moving about 6% on the news of Berkshire Hathaway adding stakes here in Jefferies and also Taiwan Semiconductors. I also want to bring up Apple, because Apple, we know Berkshire Hathaway has had a large stake in Apple now for quite some time. Warren Buffett has remained bullish on Apple. Apple today closing up just around 0.2%, 148.57. Now, Berkshire Hathaway, Apple represents 42% of their disclosed assets, so certainly accounts for a large chunk of that portfolio. Let's switch gears here and take a look at Thredup. That stock on the move after hours following its latest earnings release. The online resale platform cutting its revenue guidance for the fourth quarter, also trimming its guidance for the year. Now, despite that outlook, the CEO remaining relatively upbeat given the fact that we are in a slowing economy. The CEO saying that he still has confidence in the company's ability to make progress towards profitability. I think that was key there in this statement, and that's why we're not seeing more significant losses after hours. The stock up just around 0.6%. But taking a look at a longer chart here, certainly a stock that has been under a tremendous amount of pressure, to say the least. Under $1 today, off 92% for the year. And I also want to pull up a FedEx, taking a look at that intraday chart, closing the day off just around 0.5%, 174.76. Some updates from the company. They are putting a number of workers on furlough. They didn't detail exactly how many workers are going to be affected. This, of course, is the latest signal about a slowdown in shipments. And then, of course, investors look at FedEx just in terms of what this tells us about the broader economy and where things stand. Now, in a statement, FedEx did say that it will continue to evaluate the current environment right now and bring back furloughed employees as business circumstances allow. Over the last, let's take a look at the 3-month chart. Of course, the stock has been under a little bit of pressure, off just around 24% year to date. We're looking at losses of about 33%.
Yeah, of course, then they last sounded the alarm bells. Yeah. It was the global economy is teetering on the edge. And then the longer we got out from it, it looked like more of a FedEx problem than a global problem, as UPS turned in some decent numbers. So always interesting to follow. Seana, thank you.